Hey everyone, Britt and Chris Carmichael here, bringing you the Elevated Life series where we teach you simple mindset shifts to create radical transformation in your life. And today's topic is all about the mindset, and we're going to be covering 4 ways that you can overcome fear, because we've all heard the term fear is false evidence appearing real. So we know that fear is an illusion. It's a mindset, it's a belief, it's an idea that we're living by that's stopping us or disempowering us from taking action. And today's topic is all about empowering you, inspiring you with courage to move beyond those fears and ultimately get to a place where you're completely fearless, knowing that fear is a false illusion in your mind.
Yeah, just think about it for a second. Think about what your life would be like, how different it would be if you had no fears. Now, I don't mean the danger fears. Danger is real. It's, hot stuff's hot. Animals that are violent can kill you.
Yeah, bears are real.
But I'm talking about this, the self-imposed things, the fears that you have that are all just made up. So imagine yourself just for 1 second. Say, what will my day be like? What will my relationships be like? What will my career be like if I just let go of all those fears, if I took my foot off the brake of my life and just went for it? And you can tell how different that would feel inside, because you would approach everything in a different way. There would be no scarcity. You'd always feel like, man, I've got this. I can do these things that I know I want to do. And that's a different place to come from, because you succeed so much more often, and you succeed in pretty much every area of your life. It's the fear always that holds us back.
So before we dive into the 4 ways that you can overcome fear, and these are even scientific tips and tricks that help you change your physiology to get back into a better state of being. Before we dive into that, I want to take a moment to say hello to everyone who's here live. Leave your comments below. I have a feeling that our comments aren't showing up today. So leave a comment, say hello, let us know if you're here. Hopefully we can see your comments. This was a problem for me going live yesterday, so we'll see what we've got to play with today. So welcome to the Elevated Life. We're excited to dive into the 4 tips on how to overcome fear. But I want to hear from you. Right now, in this very moment, before we dive into this topic and shift your mindset on how you can eliminate these fears, I want to know, what is your biggest fear? What are you afraid to speak in public? Are you afraid that you're going to be made fun of or unlovable? Are you afraid that you're not good enough? Oh, good. We have comments today. We can see them. Hello, Leslie. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a topic that I hear all the time. We're always working with our clients about overcoming their fears. And what we've learned about fear is that everyone has their own made-up version of it. So what is your made-up version of fear? What are you most afraid of? When the word fear comes to mind, what do you think of? And let's dive in.
Yeah, the first one, and I love this. We always come back to this. If you've been following us for a long time, this comes up in almost every single episode that we talk about. And the first way to overcome fear is to breathe deeply. Remember, one of the only things that anchors us to the present moment is our breath. And so as you breathe and breathe slowly, and if you really want to do it right, make the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale, that relaxation exhale. What ends up happening is your nervous system calms down. The way I figured this out was there's this little device on Amazon you can buy, and you put your thumb on it, and it measures what your heart rate is, or your pulse or whatever, and you hold your thumb on there, and it tells you how much slower to breathe. And what ends up happening is as you breathe slower, you notice, I'm not nervous anymore. There's no anxiety anymore. There's no extra feelings coming up anymore. And it's brilliant to do. And again, it's available all the time.
Yeah, your breath is your most powerful tool. And when we got trapped on the mountain in 2012, what ultimately led to the turning point and the changes in our life, there were 3 of us in the car, Chris and I and his mom, and we were so freaking out. We were stressed out. We almost died, so we're all like, ah! And I remember this moment, and this was before we got into yoga, meditation, anything. Chris said, everybody just breathe. And that calm control, and that just, when you have control of your breath, you have control of your emotions. And he inspired us to slow our breathing down, to allow our nerves to be calm. And that was the first time I really realized how much our breath is connected to our emotional well-being. And in that moment, when we all took a deep breath in and we relaxed, it put us in a state that allowed us to tap into creative solutions. It allowed my intuition to come in and speak that gentle guidance that saved our life and got us off the mountain. So if you're feeling fear, the first thing you can do is take a deep breath and slow down your body, slow down your mind, and relax your emotions.
Yeah, you'll put yourself out of that adrenaline.
Hey, Heather. Hey, Ann.
Cortisol raising up. The breath will slow all that down. And what happens is when you're in that fight or flight mode, you come up with crappy ideas for the most part. Your body's just in survival. And so you push everything away. And a lot of the good ideas, you won't be able to hear them because, again, you're so afraid. So when you slow that breathing down, what ends up happening is that everything becomes way more clear, and you can use all of your mental faculties that you've been developing your entire life, all those intuitive guidances you hear people talk about. It all happens when you slow down and your mind relaxes a little bit. So that was exactly, and I don't know where that came from. I don't know why on the mountain I said that. It just came out, and when it did, I was like, what? And as soon as we, like Britt said, as soon as we started slowing the breathing down, the answers were right there. We knew exactly what we needed to do to survive that night. And had we not done that, I don't think we'd be here. And so this
Literally.
one thing saved our lives.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so big and it's simple, and people are like, oh, that's so simple. It's the simple stuff that works. It's not the complicated crap. It's just come back to the breath, slow it down, and you can move forward. It's so much easier.
Yeah, Carmichael Friday. Woo, woo. And something very special about this Friday is the last day that we're offering the VIP discount coupon code for our Elevated Life monthly membership club. So if you're watching live today, you want to make sure to save $20 off per month for life when you use the coupon code VIP for our monthly membership club. It will be going up to $47 a month after today. So if you're not already in there, I know some of you that are watching are already a part of the club. If you're not already in there, be sure to take advantage of such an easy, low cost price to get in to really take care of yourself this year. We created the membership club based on how much feedback we've gotten from you guys here on the Elevated Life. We love sharing with you. We love helping to inspire you to move beyond your fears and move past your limitations and think about your life and yourself in a new way. So we're so excited to bring you the monthly membership club. Our first live training call happens on January 10th. So you still have time to get in for this month and save and get in for only $27. So be sure to use the coupon code VIP when you go to BrittanyCarmichael.com/membership and you will join us in the club. We are so excited. Heather says, so glad you are here.
Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah.
That life experience that caused a lot of emotions, including fear, taught us that fear ultimately, that was danger. That wasn't even just fear. That was just straight up danger. We were on a mountain,
but it's the stacked fear on top of that. It's that stacked fear of we won't make it out alive. We won't be able to do this. We're not going to survive this night. And those kind of thoughts will lead you to decisions that end up making that true. Your words and your thoughts are always kind of manifesting into existence the reality that you're creating. And so when you slow it down and say, listen, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to be okay with this. This is the situation I'm in. I cannot escape it. There's no way for me to avoid this. And you just go into it with presence versus going into it with this fear-based mentality. So much easier. Definitely saved our lives.
Yeah. Speaking of slowing down, the second tip we want to share with you today on how you can eliminate your fear is to slowly expose yourself to your fears. So like I asked in the beginning, now that there's more of you here, I want to ask again, what is your biggest fear? Because as you claim it, as you name it to claim it, right? As you become aware of whatever fear or illusion you've created that isn't necessarily true, then from that place you can begin to take more empowering actions and have a more empowering belief that you can speak in public, or that you can build that business, or you can start that thing, or you can leave that job. So our second tip is slowly exposing yourself, where you identify what fears that you have, and then you slowly ease your way into stepping out of your comfort zone and having that courage and confidence to just try something. So let's say your biggest fear is public speaking. We're not asking you to go speak to an arena. We're asking you to speak to 2 people. Gather 2 people and start talking about the thing that you're wanting to talk about.
Yeah, you just get, you get more comfortable doing it. And as you get more comfortable doing it, you become more competent at doing it. And that allows you to build the confidence, and then you're able to do it with so much more ease.
Yeah, Heather says, I fear judgment. Well, Heather, you're in luck because everyone's judging, so you might as well drop the fear. Because once you fully love and accept yourself and you build that self-worth and confidence, the opinions of other people don't matter because they're always judging. But the second you stop judging yourself, those people will stop judging you too.
Yeah, this is a really big point. You know, like Britt said, again, no matter how successful you are, there's that quote. You know, you may be the best peach in the world, and there's still somebody that doesn't like peaches.
That's a Dita Von Teese quote.
And that's totally okay. You know, let them have their opinions. People, and the idea is to not be swayed by them. Confidence is not the fact that you'll walk into a room and everyone will love you. Confidence is the fact that you'll walk into the room and it doesn't matter what everybody thinks.
And you love you.
And what's really different about that perspective is that it puts all the emphasis on what your thought processes are. Look, you know yourself better than everybody else. You've been with you your whole life. Strangers don't know you. Friends don't know you as well as you know you. So as long as you have that really good confidence about yourself, saying, you know what, I'm okay with me. I'm doing the best I can. I'm here now, and it makes everyone else's stuff kind of relax. So like you'll stop judging them. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Just press forward with whatever you've got going.
I'm going to share my favorite quote of all times, and it's from Georgia O'Keeffe. And she said, I've settled it for myself that all compliments and criticisms will go down the same drain, and I'm quite free. This quote, this idea, this perspective gave me the freedom to stop worrying about if they loved me or hated me. Either don't matter because I love and accept me. Erica says, I've been afraid to go to a gym because I'm so out of shape, but I did it today. Congratulations, Erica. The truth is the gym is for people that go to get in shape. So there are going to be tons of people there that aren't in shape looking to get in shape. And there are going to be some people that have started this journey earlier than you. And so they might be a little bit more in shape. So I love that you felt the fear and did it anyway, because this is about slowly exposing yourself. This is tip number 2. So you have been wanting to go to the gym, but you're afraid that you're out of shape. But the truth is everyone at the gym most likely is out of shape. So congratulations for taking that step forward. Let's see. Brandy says, hi, you guys. Happy to see you're live on Fridays. Just wanted to let you know that I have switched to plant-based diet after your suggestions last month on the past live video. I'm down 22 pounds. Holy smokes, Brandy. Shoot us a message. We'd love to chat with you about what what you're doing and what's working for you, and if there's any tips that we can share along the way.
Congrats.
Congratulations. That's so empowering, because once you lose the first 5 to 10 pounds, you start a roller coaster of, hell yeah, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And I know when I was 200 pounds and lost my first 10, that was the fuel that I needed. So that was slowly exposing myself, slowly making those changes in my diet and in my exercise that started creating positive benefit. So congratulations, that's so amazing, so proud of you. And you know what? Thanks for bringing that up, because in February in the Elevated Life Monthly Membership Club, we've decided we're going to talk all about how to live a healthy plant-based lifestyle and how to make those transitions, and we're going to provide you with recipes and grocery lists and everything that you need to make that transition, because Chris and I went plant-based 6 years ago and 5 days 6 years and 5 days ago, and it's been the best choice we've made in our life, and every magical thing has stemmed from that change that we made. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for having the courage to change and try something new.
That's amazing.
Amazing. Let's move on to number 3, and thank you all for being here live with us. We are so excited to share how you can bust through these fears and recognize that they're just limits that you've placed on yourself that maybe you learned from someone, maybe you've learned them in childhood, but today as an adult you can see clearly, knowing that all these fears that we have can easily be reframed. And that's what tip number 3 is all about, is reframing your anxiety and worry and nerves into something more positive, like excitement.
Yeah, this is a really simple concept, but how you talk to yourself ends up being, again, how you feel, and then how you feel ends up being how you filter the world. And so when you go into a thing and you say, I'm anxious, number one, you can't be an emotion. So when you say I'm something, it's always going to be not true. You can say I feel something, that can be true, but I'm something, not going to be true. So that's just a little quick tip, but what you want to do is you say, hey, I'm excited. This is something new for me. I haven't done it before. There's a lot of excitement going on. And as you say, I feel excited, then you say, wow, there's possibilities here. If you say, hey, I'm afraid, this is going to be bad.
You're going to shut
Limit
down.
yourself.
Yeah,
it's
you're
the same
shut
feeling.
Down.
The feeling is exactly the same. You can't tell the difference between nerves and excitement. It's the same. When you get the little butterflies in your stomach, it's the same.
So, and the reason why it's the same is because your body is actually sending you extra energy to be able to perform this new task. And so many of us have gotten trapped in the idea of calling it nerves or anxious, but the truth is it's extra energy because you're excited to step into a new role or to share something new. So let's reframe our fears into something more positive.
Yeah, that's your body just giving you the extra oomph that you need because you haven't been in the situation before, or you've been in it before and the outcome didn't turn out exactly how you wanted. Your body's going, hey, I'm going to give you all this juice. Let's see what you got to go with it. And the best thing to do is not to freak out, again. Come back to that breathing, slow it down a little bit, and then use that energy because it's there for you. Your body's trying to say, hey man, I'm going to deliver exactly what you need, but if you use it incorrectly, it's going to backfire. So use that excitement and pour that into whatever you're doing.
Yeah, Anne says her fear was failing my children, and her reframe is, I am a present and loving mother.
Boom.
Beautiful, Anne. Now, I want to hear the rest of you reframe maybe a fear or a worry or an anxiety that you currently have today, because in this moment, you can shift, make that radical transformation in your life by changing your mindset. So some of you said fear of judgment, fear of not showing up or providing for your family. How can you reframe that today and change your story? Because just like Chris said, it's how you speak to yourself, the story that you tell other people and yourself that ultimately contribute to the life that you're going to experience. So how can you reframe your biggest fear or your biggest worry in this moment to a more positive, empowering statement? I am present and a loving mother. That's so beautiful, Anne. Thank you for sharing that. So let's move on to number 4.
Yeah, this is really one of my favorites, and it is trivialize your tasks. And what that means is let life be a play. Let everything you do be okay if you fail. Let it be okay if something goes wrong. Just make it into something where it's not so serious. And one of the big problems that we do is we take everything so seriously. Like, if I don't do this, and the whole world's going to crumble down. And that's almost never, ever true. And so all you need to do is trivialize it. Make it so it's like, it's whatever. And when you show up that way and you have the, it's whatever, a lot of that anxiety and stuff that you're experiencing or the fears just kind of go away because it's just like, it doesn't really matter that much. And then you can go in there with a great attitude. That way, you're more uplifting, you feel more empowered. And it's just that little mindset switch. It's just that, like, I can go in here and I can have fun. I can enjoy myself in this experience that maybe before I didn't like as much. And every time you do that, you get more and more practice, and then all the anxiety just kind of goes away.
Yeah, it's really important. In other words, Chris is saying just have an F it mentality. Just walk in and say, I don't care about other people's judgments. I don't care if I fall flat on my face. I'm here and I'm present and I'm ready for whatever life has in store for me. That's the attitude Chris and I show up every single day to life, is we wake up and we say, wow, thank you for this amazing unknown opportunity. What amazing magic can you surprise us with today? We don't wake up and go, oh God, I'm scared. What's going to happen? Is anyone crazy going to happen? Oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh my God. That is very disempowering, and it stops you from taking courageous action throughout the day when you are met with a new opportunity that invites you to stretch beyond your comfort zone.
Yeah, and that's really important, is to always want to be stretching a little bit further. For me, I like to make everything that I do, a lot of people want to make it always just easier and easier and easier. I like to challenge myself. I'm like, how can I make this a little more difficult for myself? How can I stretch myself out of my comfort zone a little bit so that I can be better at it? And whenever I challenge myself to do something and I succeed, which happens most of the time because most of us won't push ourselves. And what's amazing is that you have so much strength and you have so much power inside of you that you don't even realize. You don't realize because you're living in the future or you're living in the past. And so when you do these breathing things, when you've slowly exposed yourself, when you've gone through some of these tips, what happens is you feel so powerful and you feel so capable. And so everything just comes easier. So stretch yourself, challenge yourself a little bit. Think about that one thing when Britt asked, what's that fear that you've been having? Go and experience it. Don't run from the fear.
Yeah,
Be
face
there,
it head on.
right in the face, and make friends with it. Say, hey, I've got this fear monster that's been kicking my ass for a lot of years, but what I'm going to do instead of worrying about it is I'm going to sit there with it and say, what you got for me now? I'm capable. I can do this. And when you start doing that, everything changes.
Think about the story Chris just said. I am capable. I can do this. I want you to adopt that mantra for just the next week. I am capable. I can do this. I am safe. I am powerful. I want you guys to start empowering yourself with positive affirmations that inspire you to take that courageous action. Like Anne says, I step outside my comfort zone, and then when the zone grows, I step out again. And that's so beautiful, so prolific. Thank you for sharing. And thank you all for being a very special part of this Elevated Life series. Thank you for showing up every Friday at 11 a.m. so that you can stretch beyond your comfort zone and you can begin to make these subtle shifts in your mindset, because ultimately it's the mindset that you show up with to the day that colors how you're going to experience it. So let us help empower you in 2018. Let this be your most amazing, empowering, courageous, fearless year that you've had yet. Let's put you as the star and the center of attention so that you can make self-care a priority, so that you can show up and be of service and share your creative gifts with the world. So join us in the Elevated Life Monthly Membership Club. We are kicking off our first month ever. This is a brand new beginning for us, and we're so excited. So join us. January 10th is our first monthly call, and you can get into the Elevated Life membership right now for only $27. I mean, that is nothing, guys. You guys can stop drinking coffee, which will raise your vibration and give you more energy, and then we'll teach you how to keep going and expanding from there.
It's tea in my cup.
We don't mess with caffeine. So here's the thing. We are so excited. We're so ready for you to step into your greatness, to cast off all the fear and the nonsense and the beliefs that are holding you back. So join us in the Elevated Life Monthly Membership for only $27 using the coupon code VIP. Check it out, BrittanyCarmichael.com/membership. We'll leave that in the comments below. And today is the last day that you can save $20 off per month for life when you join as a VIP founding member of the Elevated Life Membership Club.
Listen, here's the deal. Like, you were not...
When Chris says, here's the deal, everybody take your notes.
You're not put on this planet to be mediocre. You are here to succeed. You are here to knock out all the limitations that have been imposed upon you. You are more than powerful. You are more than capable, just like we talked about. Yes. Let this year be the year that you do it. Don't wait. Don't wait till next year. Don't wait 6 months. Start now. Start changing your mindset. Start getting out there and doing those things that you were afraid of before. And if you fail, so what? Get back up and do it again. Get back up and do it again. And keep doing that until it happens for you. Don't let your life be a bunch of regrets. Like, this is the time to really, we're at the beginning of the year now. This is the time to really hump it into gear and say, look, I'm going to take 2018 by the horns and I'm going to tackle that thing to the ground and nothing will stop me. And when you have that kind of an attitude,
you are unstoppable.
It's amazing. It's just amazing how much people can accomplish when they get out of their own way. Remember, the obstacle that you're facing is you. And what I mean by that, it's the mindset that you currently have. So don't let yourself be that anything mediocre. Don't settle. Like, life is here for the taking for you. It's ready for you to take it. Just reach out and grab it.
How many of you have wanted to live a healthier life or lose 10 pounds for over a year, over 2 years, over 5 years? How many of you have wanted to make more money? How many of you have wanted to start your own business? How many of you have wanted to be intimate with your partner or attract your soulmate? How many of you want to be happy? Because we're going to teach you in the monthly membership club all of those things, because it's a mindset away. It's one simple shift, and we want to empower you. So you can join us live for the monthly membership club, where it's like having 2 coaches in one for only $27 if you take advantage of the VIP coupon today. So use that, BrittanyCarmichael.com/membership. Use the coupon code VIP to save $20 off per month for life. Don't miss this opportunity, because the price will go up to $47 a month after today. So get in. We'll see you next week for the monthly membership club, as well as every Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for the Elevated Life series. Thank you for being a very special part of this journey with us, and we are so proud of you. Brandy, Erica, and all of you, Heather, all of you who are making these changes, who are sharing your story and shifting your mindset. It's so inspiring, and you have no idea how many people you're touching just by sharing your story here in the Elevated Life. Thank you so much for being a beautiful part of this tribe, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Have a great weekend. Bye.